But let's talk about John Boehner specifically. House Speaker John Boehner, he's in a tough spot. What do you think is going on behind closed doors there?
I think John Boehner's in a very tough spot. This is kind of a defining moment for him. And in the Republicans I talked to say, look, they believe that there was always some kind of an informal game plan, which was to give these conservative Republicans their due, give them a vote on this, send it to the Senate, and then when it comes back, kind of do the clean continuing resolution, fund the government, and then life moves on. I'm not so sure that's going to happen right now. It depends on what the Speaker's caucus wants to do. I don't sense that he's a person who feels threatened in any way. Yeah. I think he's near the end of his career, not at the beginning of his career. But I do think what he's trying to do is get his Republicans reelected and leave Republicans in charge of the Congress. Let them do what they have to do so they don't get primaried by more conservative Republicans. But I do believe he wants to fund the government and sort of get this over with. He doesn't look like a really happy guy to me.
So, I mean, listen, at this point, all speculation, but now we know that this bill is going back to the House. Dana Bash is reporting these two other provisions that they're going to slap in there. It's going to go back to the Senate. The Senate, I'm just guessing, is going to say no. It's going to go back to the House. The clock ticked. We're waiting for midnight. The big if the House finally says okay, at least for now, and takes this clean continuing resolution, this whole back and forth and volume and fight, what has been in it for Republicans? Is it really just about 2014 and elections?
That's a really good question, and I am not sure I really know the answer to that.
Okay.
Because I'm not quite sure they haven't stepped on their own message. If your message is Obamacare is bad, it's a mess, you've got enrollment starting tomorrow, right? There have been lots of problems with it. The president calls it glitches. Some people say it's more than that. You know, you're giving corporations a free ride, but individuals have to enroll. Small businesses now, they got to take more time to figure it out. You know, there's lots of problems. If you wanted to highlight the problems, why not highlight the problems? Now, all we're talking about is funding the government. And this sort of general, we want to repeal Obamacare. But the Republicans really had an opportunity here to talk about what's wrong with the president's health care bill and try and fix it. And instead, I think they're caught up in this argument that many people think is kind of a non sequitur at this point.
Okay. Gloria Borger, thank you.